that right now. I have a question that I have to ask the audience here.
Okay.
Do we have any Falcons fans left in the arena?
Okay.
I feel like I heard Holly. I feel like Holly was. Is that Holly out there? Because he's watching this and he is dreading the moment that he has to come back and try to one up what S0tF1k did.
It's no secret that since S0tF1k has stepped in for Hallie, Spirit have looked drastically better. And thanks to stats from Liz Raposa on Twitter, we can also see that Spirit are throwing more flashes and are getting more kills from them. But can we see it on the server? With Hallie, Spirit won an uninspiring 3 out of 6 games on Ancient, with lots of their rounds relying on site hits and start round calls. At the start of Spirit's T side, we're going to see a nice A pop into an undefended A site, a round in which it's pretty hard to be critical of. Following this round, we're going to see the cracks start to appear. As Spirit is setting up the A exec, they get caught off guard and lose the opening pick. Thankfully, Donk is ready to trade. Now what you're going to see is that 2 Spirit players are going to get spammed through a CT smoke. This might seem quite unlucky, but it's actually very common when doing A execs on this timing. And the key part here is that Donk actually has very little opportunity to have any impact on the round. And again, in the next buy round, we're going to see Spirit again go to one of the sites. This time, Spirit have to push through a ramp smoke onto a B bomb site, which has got 4 CTs defending it. To look at this round in more detail to see why Paravision might have been 4B, we can look on Stratbase. This round you're going to see James started donut with op. And pretty much this whole round, James is going to have no contact. He's holding heaven, there's nothing out mid, and after a bit of spamming and breaking the window smoke, Noah can just go to B. James is going to take a more shallow angle, in which S0tF1k is going to flash him off, but it's just a flash, and then he mollies the entrance himself, in which case Belchinok is rotated all the way from A to window, in which he knows that really no one's going to be there, and he gets to the B bomb site where you can just see Spirit are just slowly drowning and have actually walled themselves in with their own smokes. And now with Spirit realizing that they do actually have to try and take mid, you're going to see them attempt a mid split. As we can see from Nota's POV, this was one of the easiest kills he'll get in his entire career. It's so disjointed from Spirit, there's no flash from Magics, and Donk doesn't even have an opportunity in this round. Now, forced into an A reaction in the 4v5, you're going to see Spirit try a close round back. But look how dry and disjointed this whole round is. Donk takes one dry peek. Again, he's just clearing all the angles by himself. He actually gets flashed by the CTs. He's going to get flashed by the CTs again. They've still got no bomb down. They've really got no nades. And it's just nothing is actually going to happen. And it's just the slowest death you can see in a round. Bit by bit, they just get picked off. Paravision are going to trade out. And it's another round that Spirit really don't have any chance in. And to show that Spirit's current mid default can actually work, this round we can see that again Magix is going to be running to heaven. He's going to get somewhat of an easy kill on Chewy and Cave. And Spirit are actually going to be crunching mid control together. Now Donk actually has a bit of space to do something in the round. He's going to get to window. And he's going to win them the round. This round from Spirit is okay. But you can still see how, in other examples, something could still go wrong. And now again, you're going to see Spirit's tendency just to go to these sites. It's completely off the bat. Donk is going to start B. And it's just going to be a straight ramp contact. In which Ultimate is just posted with the op. and the round is just going to turn into just an inevitable win for Liquid. In the round following this, Spirit actually want to do an A fake, and Donk does get a bit unlucky here, but again, he doesn't have any real opportunity to win the round, and when we see S0tF, again, he is going to die, there's no one near to him, and the round just completely falls flat. And only just now is Donk going to get some actual freedom to go out mid and do what he wants. And he's going to find this opening kill, but despite this, Spirit are still going to find a way to lose this round. Donk's going to get the kill on the A player, he's going to scale to window, he's going to find the mid player. The only reaction Spirit should possibly have here is to go A, but Shiro makes what can only be described as a major error and just goes heaven and pretty much just sells the round in a 4v3 as his whole team kind of just crumbles around him. He's got players going out A main and yet Shiro still wants to sit in heaven, and then he's going to lose the 1v1 ultimate. Since S0tF1k has stepped in, Spirit went on to win all 6 of their ancient games. Now you're going to see a bit of a different look from Spirit that we hadn't seen with Harley, where Donk is going to be playing towards mid, and he's going to be dictating his own fights. In this instance, he's going to get a nice 2k, which Spirit would eventually go on to win. By using strat base, we can see this whole round from Spirit, where Magix is always going to be holding double flashes from spawn, Shiro's doing double flash over elbow, and S0tF is nearby the trade. Meanwhile, Tania can just kind of lurk on B, he can create pressure cave, and often he's going to be throwing a flash or a HE into cave at the start. This analysis is powered by StratBase, provided by UKCS Hub. Use StratBase for yourself with code UKCS Hub at checkout for a 20% discount. Now we're going to see G2 give Donk that bit of respect in mid, as they don't want to fight him with all that util to support him. But then, they're going to find out why giving Donk so much space is a bad idea. Donk is then able to catch a good timing, and then he can get a one-on-one duel on Hunter, winning Spirit of the round. We are really beginning to see how different Spirit are once Donk actually has the freedom to go and take mid space. And again, Spirit are going to do the same mid take over and over again, and Donk is going to keep asking for the same nades until the CTs can find out ways to stop him. In this instance, Tania is going to get entryed on ramp, but Donk is going to do basically the best play you could do in this round, and he's going to immediately find that space on ramp. He's going to make the read that S0tF is going to immediately rotate after getting the kill, and without even finding anyone or getting any entries, Donk is actually just going to win his team this round by just going through that heaven smoke, even though he's got kind of shit movement. But regardless, Spirit are going to walk up B ramp, Donk is going to be a turret, and Spirit are just going to win a round off of practically nothing. Now in the grand final versus Falcons, you're going to see Spirit continue to do their same mid take. Monarchy's going to get a little bit unlucky that the smoke doesn't actually spread down and he's going to die to the flames. But then when they come out mid here, Monarchy's dead. S0tF is going to get the trade on Carrigan, and then look at how quick Donk is to take this space. There was literally no stopping. He's got S0tF behind him, they're going to keep going, and he's going to kill Tess at the back of the head, and it's the easiest round when they can imagine. Now 6-0 down, and with Donk getting out mid repeatedly, Nico's going to try a new counter to Donk getting out. He's going to edge this smoke, and he's actually going to find a really nice way to kill Donk and actually win this round for Falcons. Even though this did net Falcons around, Donk is going to say, I don't care, because it's something that he's likely not going to do again. And so again, he's just going to basically do the same mid take. This time he's going to be brave enough to call that he doesn't want the flashes from Magix or from Shiro because he knows that the CTs aren't down mid. And again, you're going to see him scale to heaven. He might get a little bit lucky here, but you find with the best players is that they create their own luck, and then Donk is literally just going to snowball his way into this round. And then I liked how on the following round, Spirit showed that they can also play sites, where they do a B-pop, and they're going to get some really nice entries. But if we actually look at this in a bit more detail, we're going to see that this is completely different to when they've done it with Halley. Magix is doing 2 good pop flashes, and he's doing a molly. And then when we look at this from Kyosuke's POV, we're going to see how difficult this is. 1 flash, 2 flash, he can't help Carrigan, and he gets 1, but he gets mollied, he's got a strafe, and then Donk gets to kill him. Then, hardly surprising to see Donk getting back out middle again. Falcons are kind of just giving him the respect because they don't really know what to do. And now the really cool thing is here is that Donk is so ready for this left side angle, and he's going to bounce his flash in a way that's actually going to hit Kyosuke. So then when he peeks him, he already knows he's there. Like, he gets hit with it, he's pre-firing, and this round is actually really good for Spirit. It's 5v4, but it's going to turn into a bit of a brawl, and one which they're actually going to lose. But I think if just there was some small adjustments, like if Shield doesn't cross the left side here and it actually stays window, then Spirit have got this round like all but one. And the final round of the half is going to highlight just how good Donk is. He spent the whole game going to window, going to heaven, and this time he's going to change the pacing a little bit. He's going to hide behind the box, and what do you know? Kyosuke's going to get flashed into mid, but Donk plays on such a good timing behind this box that he gets the freest entry of the game. The difference before and after is truly night and day, with Donk free to do as he pleases in middle. Despite this, it's quite hard to know if this change was down to S0tF1k or not, although the pressure is most definitely on Halley to get results when he returns. If you like this content, be sure to check out my other YouTube video or to check out my one-to-one coaching course, link below.